Hi everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap, and I'm going to be making a soap with some jojoba beads. Jojoba is supposed to be a natural exfoliant and it's biodegradable. This one is made with some castor oil and jojoba oil. Now, apparently if you put this into your base, which we're going to be using a shea butter melt and pour base. This is not raw shea butter. This is a pre-made melt and pour base. We need to put it in a temperature lower than 180 degrees Fahrenheit, or they're just gonna kind of melt away. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna melt this down. We're gonna make two. These are each approximately, this looks like 5 and 6.2 ounces. So I have about 12 ounces here just to cover ourselves. And we'll go ahead and get these warmed up and start our pour. Okay, and we're back. So I have the shea butter melt and pour melted down. And let's see what we're at. 134, so we're at a really good temperature. Now these jojoba beads are red, and I'm going to be using Red Strawberry from Stardust Mica. I just didn't really want to put in a completely white soap base. I wanted there to be just a little bit of a tint. So I'm going to add just a touch of alcohol. I don't want it to be too dark though, so I'm not going to, not that it would be in an opaque base, but I just kind of want it to have just a hint of color in there. And we're also going to be using coconut mango, and this one's from Brambleberry. And I put about 3 mLs in there of the coconut mango. We'll mix this in. Just really light. So I want these to stay suspended. So I'm going to get this to, I think we go into the 120s with this shea butter melt and pour base with this particular brand. All the links to everything I'm using are below. I am still working on the website for those of you who have gone to the website. The mailing list is up so that I can send you information on how that's going. Also when new videos are up, or also when there's a new technique. So we have like a kind of a lighter pink right now, which is fine. And it's a good contrast to this color here. We are in the, let's see where we're at now. 132. So we would be okay to mix this in, and these would not go away. But I want them to stay suspended. So I think I'm going to wait till we get into the 120s, and then we'll pour some in, and then we'll go ahead and pour. So we'll be back. Almost forgot to add our fragrance. Oops, spilled a little. I'm only going to put in about 3 cc's because this is not a full pound of soap. Oh, it smells really good. All right, we'll be back. I have a little bit of oil in here, so I'm going to clean this off anyway. Okay, and we're back. Let's go ahead and see what we're at. I have a pretty good skin. I just stirred it. There's good skin starting to come in there. 118. Okay, and I have the jojoba beans here, or beads, sorry, right here. We're going to pour them in. We're going to stir them in really well. It smells really good with this coconut mango. Just make sure they get away from the sides, and they look like they're, let me look from the bottom, they look like they're staying suspended pretty well. Now, as always, you know, we can say they'll stay suspended, but there's always going to be times when sometimes they just might sink to the bottom, and that's okay. This is an exfoliant. I took one out and I rubbed it because what I was wondering is if I twisted it in my fingers, would it leave a red residue? And it did not. It came right off. Okay, so I think we're good to pour. So we will go ahead and pour here. And I think we'll do this one. And then we'll have a little tester for the kids, see how they like it. It's a good sign when there's none on the bottom. Go ahead and we'll squirt it with alcohol. And just because once we pour it, it gets a lot cooler because this mold is very cool. I'm just going to give it an extra stir here before skin develops. But it's kind of nice because it does look like they're staying suspended. So as you guys know, the shea butter takes a little bit longer to set than glycerin. We're going to go ahead, or any opaque base actually. So we're going to go ahead and let this cool down, and then we'll go ahead and unmold it and we'll see how it looks. Okay everybody, we're back. We're going to go ahead and unmold these. It smells really good. The coconut mango is a nice, I won't say it's like a tropical scent, but it's mild. It's not too strong, so I like it. So these don't appear to have sunk at the bottom, which is great. And there's our first one. Very nice. And there's our second one. I can't tell if it's a rough edge or not because of these gloves. This is the one I'm going to keep at home for sure so we can test it out. So let's go ahead and take our gloves off and see what the texture's like on this one. Okay, so I don't feel the jojoba beads through here, which is nice because I thought it might be rough, like if we put Himalayan salt in here, and it's not. I like the red speckled coloring. This would maybe look good if you, especially if you did layers. So it smells great, and I think it's going to be a really great addition to your melt and pour collection. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Don't forget to go to the website at koalasoap.com. I am still working on it, but you could add yourself to the mailing list, and that way I can go ahead and let you know. We're going to actually be putting recipes on that site, and we'll have giveaways for molds, etc. So go ahead and add yourself to the mailing list. It should pop up when you go there. It's the one thing I was able to install, okay? And then you'll be hearing from me soon. So I'll start working on that like every week. In the meantime, we'll be doing more and more soap recipes, and I hope you enjoyed this, and you guys have a really great weekend.